for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you left your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on a jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First down throw for Prescott. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Prescott now on second down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So they're operating in the red zone. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. On the ground, rolls. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rawls. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On now it's Blair Walsh as he'll try to field goal here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 1 yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got him in. It's complete. Williams. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Stephen Paea in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. from the shotgun. Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it, but for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that. Because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This is Stewart again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
No. Watch twin. Watch twin.
Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. First down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott on first down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Butler. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Right side complete to Butler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Stewart on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. A swing pass caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Stewart, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got some space. And he's loose again. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 104 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he finds Beasley complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40, 30, 10, 5. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And his kick is good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fella, we got 3. Count. Bang, 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 bang.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Caught here by Conley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second down now after the pass completion. Throwing again here, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Walsh is going to miss this one. That is no good for Walsh. Wide off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And now running right through it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They go again with Rawls. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Gun. Here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Stewart, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he fires one incomplete. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's airing it out for Williams, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, Rawls. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right around the 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Again, Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Give DeLacy running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Third down. Here's Rawls. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson now off the bootleg. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. On the toss, here's Lacy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.